So I am still at the Chalice Well Gardens in Avalon, aka Glastonbury, and I wanted to do a video here. Where I'm stood is a very, very powerful portal, and I have a history with this portal. When I first came to the Chalice Well 2 years ago, I walked in here, and I stood between these two trees here, which are really massive, ancient, old yew trees. Now in the UK, okay, in every single church ground, every sort of spiritual place, you will always find a yew tree, because it wards off evil energies or low vibrations, or or dark spirits or whatever. So you'll always find these very, very ancient beings in every kind of like churchyard and everything like that, and I love them. These particular two have been here millennia, and they are very, very powerful protectors and space holders. And when I came to the gardens 2 years ago, I received a message right there, and I just got the message that I was supposed to bring the Egypt energy to Avalon. And that's when everything has started to change for me, and I came back here again and again and again. This particular garden I'm in is where I am actually staying. It's a very, very sacred site. It's where the Chalice Well is, and just behind the camera that way is the Glastonbury tour. So the reason I wanted to do a video here is, number one, it's a portal. Let me just stand aside so you can see. There. It's so powerful when you stand between these two trees. And when we enter into Avalon, this is one of the gateways that you can do it through. One of them, because there's millions of gateways that you can walk through the mists of Avalon. And when I walked here with my beautiful teacher Amaya, she opened her space and opened our journey into Avalon, from Glastonbury into Avalon right here. Now the reason it's Glastonbury and Avalon is the ancient name. So when you are in 3D normal world, whatever normal is, that's Glastonbury. That's kind of really very, very 3D life, very 3D reality. But when you step through the portal, you then step into Avalon. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm in Avalon all the time, and I know a lot of you are too as well. Do you know what I mean? It's the only place to be in 2024 and beyond. So the reason I wanted to do a video here is I think it's really interesting, and I wanted to share, because this portal for me represents massive change. I came here many times, absolutely a broken spirit, crying, asking for guidance from Mary Magdalene, Yeshua, because their presence is really, really powerful in this garden. And, I asked, and the mother energy, divine feminine. I mean, the Chalice Well, like I've said, is actually the heart. And Avalon is the heart chakra, so it's the heart on top of the heart, So I came here asking for guidance from Spirit, because I didn't know how to carry this mission, which was the Egypt mission. I didn't know how to bring the people to the portals, you know what I mean? And it was a big thing, it was a big thing. And I came here in absolute desperation many times. And I remember it was a day like this, pouring with rain, and I sat down at at the fountain down there, and I asked for guidance. I walked up here, no one in the garden, and there was a guy dragging a life-size ankh to the middle of these trees, which is where I initially got the message to bring the Egypt energies to Avalon. And then the year after that, I was attending a priestess group. A year after that, I'm on my own pilgrimage. And then next year, I'm bringing my own groups. And in fact, the Egypt energies are indeed weaving. So this video is very much about change, okay? How we welcome change in for the world. But it's also about the throat chakra. And the reason I wanted to do this video is because a couple of you have sort of like reached out and just said, like watching my last video about how my throat chakra felt imbalanced or whatever it might be. Now, yes, it is imbalanced, because all of our throat chakras are imbalanced right now, because, and I wanted to explain this, the throat chakra isn't just about speaking truth, it's also about how we welcome change in from the world. And it also has a very, very special close relationship to the sacral chakra. So of course, if your throat chakra's out, your sacral chakra's going through a lot. Now, us women, we have wombs, so that's kind of like connected to that chakra. If you're a man, that sacral chakra is going to be going through the same thing, you know what I mean, as an energetic womb for a man. So we are in times of massive, massive change. We are deep diving so much into the divine feminine, because she's really, really coming online and making bringing massive balance between the two, between the heart and the womb, right? A massive balance between that. So we're all going through this massive transformation. Now, it's the womb wisdom or the sacral wisdom that is coming online, that is actually where our real center and our power is at. It's almost like, you know, the moon and the stars. Without the stars, there is no moon. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is where the womb and the heart needs to come online. Now, also as well, the throat chakra, like I say, with its special relationship to the womb, is going to be going through a lot of changes. Every single person I've spoken to here has been coughing, clearing their throat, everything. And of course, it's to do with speaking your truth and everything like that, because we are now not just speaking, we are speaking from within. It's changing. So everybody's throat chakras are out right now, and quite rightly so. And that's a beautiful thing, right? Because when we were in Egypt, I actually did a video which was the post the post report, as it were, on the tablets of light in Egypt, of what actually came up on that tour, because it's always deeply significant as what's going on out there, what comes up on these tours and these missions. And it was right up there. Throat chakra was a huge thing for every single one of us on that tour and beyond. We all came back with massive sore throats. All the way through we had sore throats. It's a thing, and that's now like really popping like popcorn with many of us, because we are going through such massive change. So that's why I wanted to share this story about these two yew trees, these two ancient ancestors that initially sparked off the change for me. It's just a cool place to do a video as well. But also as well, if you're seeing that like my throat chakra is out, because it was actually a very like magical thing, because I did the video and it was more than one of you that basically said, oh, your throat chakra's out, I can sense and feel it or whatever. And I'm like, that's a very cool thing, because I'm your mirror as well. So like if you're seeing it and you're kind of like feeling it that strongly, it's also, I'm your mirror, you know what I mean? I'm 100% going through a throat chakra upgrade, 100%, because let me tell you, my womb wisdom is coming online. That part of me is activating for the first time, guys, in this lifetime. I'm starting to reclaim myself, and the men are doing it as well. This is what union is all about. So those two chakras are going to be going wee on fleek right now, ever such a lot. So, you know, like, look, for those of you that have it available to you, if you really, really, really want to deep dive into yourself in that way, I mean, Avalon is the place where you will really access that part of yourself, because you know, Avalon, everybody thinks Avalon is very sparkly and all magical and all Merlin and dragons and everything like that, which it is, but it also shows you who you really are and what you need to look at. And it is a labyrinth like you've never experienced before. So when you come here, it's not always sunshine and light. Why? Because it will fast track you to where the shadow is and where you need to love yourself, where those parts of you are still fragmented, and you need to call those in back home into your heart, you know, and that can be painful sometimes, looking at yourself like that. And that's why I go back to the throat chakra, because that kind of experience signifies massive change. As soon as you start to acknowledge those dark parts that need to be loved into alignment, you know, you like everything starts to change, and you start to unlock the other part of you, the real center of you, which is your womb wisdom / your sacral chakra / your divine masculine and feminine dance / union. And that is for men and women. So yeah, so I'm really glad that you are picking up that that is coming through the videos, because that means we are really working on frequency now. Do you know what I mean? So yes, absolutely. So I just wanted to share that video, because like I said, I think this will be the year of throat chakra / sacral chakra upgrades, probably more so than any other chakras, to be honest. Look, our whole systems are being upgraded, that's a given, but really paying special attention to those two, because like I say, they do have a special marriage and they are linked. So I'm going to show more videos, because now I'm coming out of my bubble a little bit. I'm like now feeling the time to kind of like share. The rain is absolutely pouring down here, it really is. And there is so much in this garden I want to share with you, but like I say, maybe tomorrow when the rain stops, you know. But I just want to say thank you to all of the love and support, all of the messages, all of the comments, all of the cheerleading from the sidelines, that I'm actually out here facing my shit so I can do more magical stuff and hold space for myself more so I can hold space more for others. You know, that's what the mission's all about. You know what I mean? We're coming into alignment, guys. We're coming into alignment. So any throat issues, sore bits, whatever, let them be sore, because it's clearing. It's clearing. And, you know, yeah, all of the above, you know. So anyway, with much love from me to you, I've got a few days left here. And I'll be sharing a little bit more of Avalon. Like I say, hopefully the sun will come out tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? But that's solar plexus stuff. The solar plexus. Anyway, much love, guys. And greetings from this very magical portal right here in the heart, in the depths of Avalon. Peace.